Hey everyone, my name is Gaurav and welcome back to my channel. Last week I created a video about 52-week high and how to scan and identify those kind of stock which is pretty much reaching to the 52-week high. Now a lot of people do reach out to me that once the 52-week high breakout is completed, a lot of stock will pull back or it will retrace to its key EMS or support zone. Now how to identify those kind of stock and how to time our entry. Probably the pullback mechanism or pullback strategy is really one of the easiest and the best mechanism to trade as of now in this. So today my objective is very simple, to break down entire pullback strategy mechanism, what a pullback actually is, why we use moving average versus any other tools, right and wrong kind of pullbacks, exact entry on shakeout or tight candles, stop placement, and overall how to identify these kind of stocks. Now this strategy you can apply either in Indian or US market. The mechanism will be entirely same. So with this, let's deep dive. Now the first thing which I want to talk about is what is pullback. Okay, so pullback basically, if you see my screen, pullback basically means stock kind of retracing after a big strong up move. Okay, so let's say this is the stock, right, which moved a very nicely uptrend, had a very prior uptrend of let's say 60-40% in this example. Stock started pulling back. And why the pullback happened? Because a lot of traders who had made money in this particular zone, they would want to book profit because let's say the stock is extended and they wanted to book some profit, and hence we want to see the stocks coming back slowly and steadily to its EMA. Now there are multiple tools which we can use to see where the pullback is deep or not. Okay, I use the moving averages. Earlier I used to use Fibonacci tool. It's up to you which one you want to use. I prefer moving averages because I find it very simple to identify that. In my past experience, I have seen that a lot of stocks taking support there or probably undercutting and then moving back up. And hence I prefer moving averages. But having said that, you can also rely on support and resistance. So a lot of stocks move up and then come back and take a do a pullback on support, or demand zone and supply zone. Or Fibonacci tool. It's up to you, which one you want to use. What happens is when the stock has moved up here, it will start pulling back. Now there are three key moving averages. One is 11 moving average, another is 21 key moving average, and third is 51. I prefer 21. Any stocks which is in a very strong uptrend, they generally come back and take a support at its 21 EMA, right? 21 EMA generally for the swing trading is perfect, support where the candidate comes and take it. But having said that, it doesn't mean that all stock will adhere to the rules, right? Some stock might come and simply pull back to its 11 EMA, or some might come back to 51 EMA. Now it's up to you based on your rule which one you prefer. As I said, I prefer 21 and most sometime 11. Now what will happen? Pullback will happen. Let's say this is a 21 EMA. You will see very small tight candles coming and taking support at 21 EMA. Now this particular candle, if you see, this will be our trigger point. Now this candle will be very tight. Okay, this candle will be extremely tight, probably in narrow range bars or at inside bars, or just a shakeout candle, right? Probably a big shakeout candle where you'll see a big tail, and I'll show you a couple of shakeout candle, a big tail, and then basically close it above 21 EMA. And after that, you can just time that entry above those tight candles. When the big when this candle appear, you simply enter. Stop loss could be below this tight bar candle, or it could simply below the candle when you entered, or probably the 21 moving average, whichever this closest area of invalidation. And after that, you'll simply trail your 11 EMA or 21 EMA. I prefer 11 EMA. Volume should also be a little bit tighter. Now this simply summarizes our pullback strategy. Now let me show you which is a right pullback and which is a not right pullback, or in my opinion, it's incorrect pullback. This is the recent example of Rocket Labs. This is the one which I posted on X also. So let me show you in the replay mode. Okay. So the stock has given a good prior uptrend move, right? It has given a good decent move of 63%. Okay. And after that, the stock has started slowly doing a pullback. Now these two candle are of 6% and 5%. It might looks a big candle, but considering the ADR, which is 6%, average daily move of this particular stock is around 6%. These candles are not that big. Okay, so with that keeping in mind, the stock is pulling back, and after that, here if you see, these are the tight candles it's formed. So basically the candle on 27th April, 28th April, the pullback happened. And by the way, the line which you see, the white line, that is a 21 and the green one is 11. Okay, if you see this candle particularly on 29th May, this candle is basically your trigger candle. This is the candle which will, so when on 29th April I'm doing the stock scanning, I will get interested in this stock because this stock reached to 21 EMA, did a shakeout where a lot of people who keep the stop loss of 21, that got triggered, and after that stock went back up. and that becomes my trigger candle. I mean, next day if the stock opens above the previous day close, I will simply time my entry. So I entered around 70-80, exactly same thing I posted there. Now this is a good pullback. Now let me show you the bad pullback, or the pullback which I would not prefer to enter, right? So if you see this particular move, right, this particular move was also nice. When I see the rocket labs, almost 103% of move, and then stock came back, it touched here, although this candle was could be our timer entry, but I will not. These two candles was little bit of the scenario where I look for a tight candle at nearest 21 EMA, so I could have time my entry over here, or maybe this trigger candle, the green candle which you see, the shakeout candle. But I still didn't enter because of the choppiness. I don't see a very tight candle, a very clean, nice pullback to its 11 years, it's 21 EMA. VIX, you see a lot of choppiness, you see, and hence I personally avoided that. And then after that, the earning came, stock moved up, and then a lot of these things happen. Although the stock moved, but it moved almost a month later. Overall idea was to show you what is good pullback and small bad pullback. Good pullback will always be a very clean, nice, good looking chart, not lot of wicks, not a lot of big red candles. It will be small candles pulling back to its EMA, 21 EMA, and at 21 EMA we want to see some tight candle. When we see a trigger candle, which is basically inside bar or your shakeout bar, at that point of time we will try to time our entry. And now let's go to the scanning part. So scanner I have already discussed multiple times. I generally use the same scanner again and again. Specifically for 21 EMA pullback strategy, you can use one shakeout scanner which I use. So I'll show you that. This is the one I use, TradingView tool, as I mentioned earlier also. So the one which I shared about the shakeout is this one. So what I simply put is that EMA, market cap, and area. So these are the three important parameters I put, and then I add a candlestick pattern. So here if you see on the TradingView, you can add a candlestick pattern option, and I generally choose these four: dozy, dragonfly dozy, hammer, and long lower shadow. I mean, you can go and Google it what exactly these candlestick patterns are. Can create a separate video about it later point of time. So basically I want to see a long tail and a very tight body in the upper part of the that candle. We are not buying all the shakeouts, we are only buying where the shakeout is happening around 11 or 21 EMA. Okay, so this is one scanner which you can use, choosing these four parameters. Okay, it currently in Indian market it shows 53 name, and if I put the US market, it is currently giving me approximately 26 names. Okay, and the second scanner which I have talked about again and again is near 52-week high, which is this one, right? Here basically we're looking for the stock which is nearest 52-week high, best within the range of 0 to 10%, higher market cap of 10 billion, and I want to see the price of tight candles, right? So kind of something around minus 1 to 2%. Okay, so as of now on 27th of May, it has given approximately 98 name, and if I switch to US market, currently 29 names. So these are the names which you wanted to look at, and I try to identify the candidates. Okay, so you have understood what is the pullback is, what kind of pullback strategy we're looking for, how to do the scanning. We are only using the scanning those 2-3 which we already discussed previously. Now let's see some examples, and during the discussion with example we'll also discuss a lot of entry and exit scenarios. Okay, so the first example, which is the historical example, is STX Seagate. Again, this I posted on X when exactly the day when I entered. So this was the move, very strong candidate, a very decent earnings and a very strong candidate, high RS throughout, a good volume, lot of pocket pivots, and then there is a big massive uptrend, approximately 130%, right? After that the stock started pulling back. So if you see here, the stock is pulling back with a small candle, except this one candle which is minus 6%. This is not a perfect candidate, but one of the good candidate, of course. And especially after moving 100-200%, this kind of candle is kind of logical. It doesn't mean very bad chart. Okay, and after that it rested on 21 EMA, and this candle was the trigger candle. So when this candle appeared, when it rested 21 EMA, that is when we get serious about in this candidate. And after that, these two candles could have been your entry. Now as of now, not a big move has happened so far, but I'm expecting a very strong move in this one very soon. Another example is IONQ. Again, a very strong uptrend candle. Okay, and after that the stock was again a very strong move, which is approximately 81%, and then starting pulling back. Now this candle again, if you see, this is a very nice trigger candle where the shakeout has happened, touched a 21 EMA and again moved up, and this candle could be our entry point around 43.18, and after that decent move. Now entry, a lot of people do ask, entry do not complicate, as I always say. Whatever your trigger candle is, when I say trigger candle, the candle where you got interested in, right, that is your trigger candle. So you simply put an alert over here above that, and price action decide whether you want to enter or not whenever the breakout happens. And if it does, and stop loss would be the low of the candle. Now so I will put let's say I entered 743.12, so I will put the low of this candle, that day this breakout was happening, the low of that candle, which I called as LOD, low of the day, I can put a stop loss there. Okay, and then after that, let's simply trade 11 EMA. Another one example which was a very perfect example was RKLB. I think I've already discussed in the start of this one, but this is again a very strong candle, strong move, a good move, pull back, and this was my trigger candle again, where this particular candle kind of touched and moved up, and after that a very good move has happened. Another example, Indian market, which we really I traded and posted on X Live, which was SunFlag. So SunFlag in Indian market did a very strong move, approximately of 100% or so, yeah, 113%, and then it started doing a very clean, nice pullback. So if you see here, these candle, which is happening, slow and steady pullback to its EMA. Now at this candle, 19th and 20th EMA, this will become our trigger point. So you see this candle become very tight to its 21 EMA, and after that, anything above 20th of May, you could have entered, because this is where the shakeout has happened, touched at 21 EMA, and then after that moved up, and that's it. You could have easily made decent, I think 10-12% could have made. Similarly, Lloyds Engineering, I have not traded personally, but I have seen this candidate I mentioned also. So again, the same prior uptrend, pullback, tight candle to its 11 EMA, and after that move has happened. Another example, again, we will show you the QCOM. So Qualcomm is a very nice example where the very strong move has happened over here, right? 84% a pullback, and the pullback is within the range of 11 and 21 EMA. Here we don't have a very strong trigger candle, but we have a doji candle which is just below 11 EMA, and after that anything above could be our entry point. In today's market, very recently I entered Satin. So Satin exactly did the same, very strong move, a clean nice pullback to its EMA, and in that I found a very nice tight bar which is inside bar, and after that entry could be timed above that. So entry was simply above the candle of the inside bar, and the low of the candle could be our stop loss. Another example, as of today, which is happening on 27th May, is Vijaya Diagnostic. So I have marked the entry here around 12161 or so. I added some initial position today, but basically this is our entry where very strong nice up move, a clean nice pullback. Now there are some choppy candles here, but there is a risk, and of course the market also jolted, so it's fine. And after that it took a support at 21 EMA. A very nice candle. Ideally the entry should be on 26th of May, but I didn't find very nice tight candle over here, so I just avoided. Today it's forming an inside bar, and I timed my little bit entry at here, I think 1260 or so, and rest of the position I'll add when the breakout will happen after the year. Okay. TWLO, this I'm tracking. So STX, I recently have a position in that, just a disclosure, but TWLO also again looking very, very, very good. Very nice, good move, pull back to its 20. Today's candle, I mean yesterday's candle, basically 26th of May, this pullback has happened, completed, and after that now entry might give any point of time. The another one which is I'm very much tracking is ASTH, very strong candidate, good move, and then after that a very tight candle here, trigger candle within the EMA, and after that move is about to happen. Okay. So another example is QUBT, and this is the probably one of the best example, because it has not touched your 11 or 21 EMA, but had given a very strong move after that. So this was a prior uptrend, approximately of I think 500x or so, and it was a very strong move, and after that stock pulled back. Now if you see the candle move, it is each candle is approximately 65-29% kind of move. So allocation wise, I wasn't big. Allocation I hardly had 2 to 3%, because it shouldn't impact my overall portfolio, and it was a very high idea at this point of time. And this was the candle. This inside bar was the candle. And after that, stock gapped up with 44%. I timed my entry somewhere in the mid of this candle with the low of the candle as a stop loss. Stop loss was pretty much wide, but I know that it was a very high DR stock, so that's why allocation was quite low. Within few weeks, the stock has pretty much moved approximately 600% kind of return, has given a very short period of time. I have not captured the entire move. I have captured around 200% so, but that kind of move you can capture if you have a method or mechanism, considering you know how to trade pullback and what are the things you look for. So this is the complete easiest way of capturing a lot of pullback strategy. So first of all, you have to see candidates which are making a new high, so it should have a prior uptrend. The best candidate would be which is near its 52-week high, so identify those candidate, wait for the candidate to reach to its 11 or 21 EMA. If it gives the pullback should be very tight and shallow. Tight candles reaches to its 21 EMA, focus on that, and when it reaches to its EMA, look for any trigger entry. So trigger bars would be your shakeout candle, or it could be a tight candle, it could be narrow range bar, those kind of candles which basically gives a very tight risk reward. And after that your entry would be on the top of that candle, and the stop loss would be the low of the tight bars, and that's it. This is the simplest, easiest way of capturing a big return on in some of the bull market you'll have a very decent high return also, and then after that you simply trade your 11 EMA. Your exit and profit management will be totally depending upon the rule you have created. In my case, I generally trail my 11 EMA. That basically summarize end-to-end pullback strategy. So hope this has helped. Now what I want from you is to go run the scanner, identify some of the candidates, either Indian or US market, and I'll quickly validate those. So with this, I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.